Hi, John Garber, the master of disaster here. I'm still at the Robin Robbins Producers Club meeting in Nashville, Tennessee. I just love Nashville, and I'm very privileged to have with me Mr. Ken Glickman. Ken, you are a time management consultant, marketing consultant. You gave us an amazing workshop on managing energy for productivity, and we were all blown away. I'm so glad. Thank you very much for being on the Master of Disaster.
A pleasure.
We were wondering, so many people come to the events with Robin, and we get really jazzed up, and then we get back to our office, and we get bogged down in the day-to-day grind. And since one of your expertise is time management, could you give us like 3 or 4 quick hits on how we can manage our time so we can get these marketing activities done?
Absolutely. I think the foundation is answering 4 questions.
Great.
Where are you? Who are you? Where do you want to go? And how are you going to get there? And the first one you want to address is, who are you? And I think I didn't give it the proper order there. So the first one is, who are you? And that's really examining your values, what you believe in, what's most important to you, what's your purpose in life. So you have to know that if you're going to make the other decisions. The next one is, where are you? And that's really talking about, what do you have? What kind of assets do you have in your life? Your health. What kind of education? What kind of skills do you have?
Support team.
Support team. Financial. So you have to know like where you are. The next thing is you want to figure out where you want to go. What are your specific goals? And goals need to be very, very specific, because you can't make non-specific things happen. So we do a whole bunch of work in really helping people think through their goals. And the last one has to do with how you're going to get there. And that's really critical. That's where planning comes in. That's where you really figure out the little steps. And you really have the nitty-gritty of how do you get from where you are to where you want to go. And we always tell people the best way to do it is look for success models. You know, as much as you don't have to figure it out yourself, if you're trying to do something, probably someone else out there has done it successfully. Look for those people. And look for the little steps on how they made that happen. And that will be true. Do you have time for an example?
I have time for example, and it just reminds me of talking to so many people, and I say, look, take my advice. Don't make my mistakes. Make your own mistakes. Don't make new ones. I've already made those.
Right.
So what's a quick example?
Okay, quick example, and we were doing seminars at Boardroom many years ago, and we had not been in the seminar business. And we were able to speak with Jimmy Colano, who was the president and founder of Career Track Seminars, at that time the largest one-day seminar company in the country. And he really took us through, he was very, very generous with his time, and I had about 2 lengthy phone conversations, really took us step by step as to what you have to do to start a seminar company, what the dangers are you have to look for, what do you have to do to keep it going successfully. And that saved us so much time and so much money to be able to have access to that kind of success knowledge.
So looking for a mentor that can help you get over those speed bumps, and like I said, avoid the mistakes that they made. You know, go make your own.
Go make your own.
And you know, I just, listening to you, I love starting with your values, because I think as an individual, you got to know what you stand for.
Absolutely.
And as an organization, you got to sit down and say, look, let's all get on the same page. Either you have these values, let's decide what they are.
Right.
And if you can't live with those, you probably need to live somewhere else. You know?
You need that mission statement, and you're so right. You have to have agreement with that. Everybody has to be on board. If someone's not on board, they really should be someplace else.
Absolutely. Well, Ken, thank you so much.
A pleasure.
You watched The Master of Disaster, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so would you help me close the show?
You bet.
Okay, ready on 3. 1, 2, 3. What would you do if Godzilla stepped on your business? Well, you better manage your time and energy well.
Yes, you better.
Thanks so much, Ken. Appreciate it. Bye.